All right, the next one is a sit-up. Now, I see a lot of people doing some variation of a sit-up. I don't even know if you would call it that. Sometimes people learn something one time, they learn it wrong, and they continue to do it wrong for the rest of their life. That's crazy. So here's the first thing you don't want to do if you don't want to look like an idiot at the gym and hurt yourself too. Do not interlock your fingers with your hand behind your head like that. It's kind of an old school way of doing it. It's supposed to be a tough way. Well, you're not tough when you got a cranked neck. So what this does when you put the hand behind your head like that is it forces your head forward in that entire sit-up position. Okay, so that's one thing people do wrong, is they interlock the fingers, put it behind the head. Here's what I do. Either put the hands on the side of the head, or you can just keep the hands off of your head. You can use your arms for a little bit of momentum. That's totally okay. That way you're not cranking on the neck. Here's the next thing you don't want to do at the top of the sit-up. Sit up and reach forward with your elbows like you're trying to hug your knees or something like that. Okay, you don't need to do a forward back bend at the end of the sit-up. A sit-up is designed to work the abs, not bend the low back. So here's how you finish a sit-up. Lie down flat, come up straight torso like you're trying to make your torso as tall as you can. Lie down, all the way up, straight torso. Lie down, all the way up, lie down, all the way up, lie down, all the way up like that. So you're lifting the chest up to the ceiling. That's going to keep your low back in a lot better shape doing sit-ups. A lot of people hurt their low back doing sit-ups, but a lot of times it's just because they're doing it wrong. So don't do it wrong, have good technique. Now here's a way of making the sit-up a little bit tougher. Do a negative sit-up. So you want to count about to 4 or 5 on your way down under control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come back up. If you have your feet locked into something, it makes that a little bit easier. Actually makes it a lot easier because you can hold yourself in place and you can lower yourself down even slower. I didn't have anything to put my feet in right here, but you can do that if you choose to. Okay? That's the two, or the couple different variations of the sit-up. The easier one, where you're coming up fast, and then the tougher one, where you're going down nice and slow.